Well, as the World Economic Forum mulls over Africa's fourth industrial revolution, the continent's largest economy, Nigeria, is still struggling to diversify beyond a dependence on crude oil earnings. In the textile industry, for instance, the country relies heavily on imported fabrics since the local supply is insufficient. Well, correspondent Phil Ihaza in Abuja delves further into this.
This market on the outskirts of Abuja is famous for sales of used clothes and imported fabrics. Nigeria is the largest market in Africa for second-hand clothes known as okrika. Over $4 billion worth is imported annually.
Why some people prefer these okrikas is that some used to last than that of new one, and secondly, they are more affordable than that of shop one.
Used clothes is for everybody. People comes from bank, people comes from government offices, because it's affordable and it's for cheaper rates.
Nigeria has a population of nearly 200 million people, but almost half are currently classified as living in extreme poverty. Economists say a dependence on oil, the country's main earner since the 1980s, has distracted the government from reviving its local textile industry.
When the leadership turned its focus from other sectors to petroleum, and then every other thing went south, because oil for us is quick, and then all we needed to do was just extract and export, and then we sell in foreign markets. So leadership, focus on oil, and then the fact that we've had our infrastructure decay over the past 50 years has put us where we are today.
However, the government has been making efforts to diversify its economy away from oil and boost its manufacturing capacity. Starting from January 2020, the Central Bank of Nigeria will restrict textile traders' access to foreign exchange, aiming to force them to source all their cotton needs locally. Analysts say in order for Nigeria to remain the largest economy on the continent, it will have to also provide adequate infrastructure for local manufacturers and start adapting to the digital age.
The government need to first of all look at solving the power problems we have in the country, even if it means deploying small-scale power solutions across the country to feed cottage industries. We have a huge youth population. Some of them are using their technical knowledge, to do negative things. We can tap into that space, train them on digitization, and then use it to scale up our industrial capacity.
The hope is that this year's World Economic Forum in South Africa will help Nigeria's manufacturing sector find ways to make the most of those digital skills.
Experts say digital technology could make local manufacturing in Nigeria, like the textile industry, more efficient and boost profits, create business opportunities and jobs. Phil Ihaza, CGTN, Abuja.